Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi hadana lihada wa ma kunna linahtadiya laula an hadanallah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man tabi'ahu bi ihsan ila yaumiddin, amma ba'du. Okay, student. Today we study an overview of financial management. This is the basic of financial management. There are 3 career opportunities in finance. That's money and capital market, and then in investment field, and financial management itself. That is the 3 career opportunities in finance. The responsibility of the financial staff, the main responsibility of financial staff is how to maximize stock value. Not only maximize profit, but this is the stock value, but also stock value. Why the stock value? And how we can maximize the stock value? We can maximize stock value by forecasting and planning. Planning of the company will improve the stock value of the company in capital market. And then how we decide and use our money for investment and for financing. Investment and financing decision will decide the stock value of the company. And then how we coordinate and control our money. How we coordinate and control our money. And then our asset. And then the transaction in the financial market. That is the transaction in financial market. And then how we manage the risk of finance. How manager. This is the manager 2. Manager of finance. Manager of finance 2. How they forecast and planning, and then how we decide the investment and financing, and then how they coordinate and control their asset, and how they influence to the financial market transaction, and how they manage the risk of finance of the company. That is the main responsibility of the financial staff, of financial manager. Role of finance in a typical business organization, from board of director, and then the president, it can be CEO, and then they have 3 division of vice president, VP, the vice president, the sales, and then the operation, and then the finance. There are 3 departments: the sales, operation, and finance. To support the operation, the finance have to control the costs, and then the accounting of financial, and then the Department of Tax, the taxes, the Department of Tax, and then they have to manage the sales of credit, and then the investment, credit of seller, and then the inventory, and then the budget of the capital. So the finance have to control for sellers and to control finance for operation. It's a very interesting department in business. Financial management issue in the new millennium in today is talking about the effect of the changing technology to Industry 4.0. And the changing technology, how the effect of the changing technology to the company, and then the globalization of business. That is the two issues in the new millennium for financial management. Two issues in the new millennium for financial management. There are three form business organization. That is the sole proprietary, and then the partnership, and then the corporation. Sole proprietary in Indonesia, in bahasa, we know perusahaan perseorangan, perusahaan pribadi. And then the partnership, that is persekutuan, or we know about the CV of firma, that is the partnership, persekutuan, satu atau dua, the persekutuan, one or two people, two partner. And then the corporation, it can be perseroan terbatas, or PG. That is the corporation. There are three forms, alternative of business organization. How about the sole proprietary and partnership? The advantages of this form of business, sole proprietary and partnership, is easy of formation. It is easy. And then subject to few regulation. The few regulation, and there is no corporate income taxes of the corporate. There is no corporate income taxes. That is for sole proprietary and partnership. And how about the disadvantages? It is difficult to raise the capital, and the liability of the owner is unlimited. The liability of the owner is unlimited. And the life of the organization of business is limited. The life of the organization of business is limited. And then about the corporation, how the advantages of the corporation business. It is the contrary or contrast from the sole proprietary. The life is limited. In the corporation, the life is unlimited. Yes. And then the liability is limited. In the sole proprietary and partnership, the liability is unlimited. So that is the contrary. And then in corporation, it is easy to transfer of ownership. Just sold the stock. just sold the stock to another person. That means is saham. Just sell your saham to another person, and the ownership of the corporation will be transferred to. And easy of raising capital. How we can raise our capital in corporation? Just sell the new saham. Just sell the new stock. You can raise your capital in corporation. And how about the disadvantages? There are double taxation. What does it mean about the double taxation? This is your PT, perseroan terbatas. When you get profit, your PT or your company have to pay the tax of profit, tax of PT income. This is tax of PT income. After that, you will get the net profit. Net profit. And then your net profit will transfer to owner as dividend. And the dividend will, and the owner that get the dividend have to pay the tax of income too. Pay tax of income. So you got double taxation. That is the first, and then this the second of taxation. So we can say you got the double taxation. And the cost of setup or startup to build this corporation is high, the cost. That is the contrary for the easy of formation. Easy of formation and few regulation for sole proprietary and partnership. In corporation, that is the cost. That means is more difficult, more regulation. Okay, that is about the corporation or PT, perseroan terbatas, and then the sole proprietary and partnership for CV and perseorangan. Okay, that is the advantages and disadvantages. And then, what the financial goal of the corporation? The primary financial goal is the weight of shareholder. How you can maximize the weight of the shareholder. That means is you have to maximize stock price, because this is the asset of the shareholder. The asset of the shareholder is stock, and their will be improved when the stock price is maximized. And we have 3 questions here. Do firms have any responsibilities to society? And is stock price maximized? Stock price maximization is good or bad? Good or bad for society? That is the second question. And then, should firm behave ethically? How about the ethic? Ethic of the company, ethic of firm. That is the 3 questions for financial goal of the corporation. Okay, mark this, that the primary financial goal is the will of the shareholder. how you can maximize wealth of shareholder, and that means is how you can maximize the stock price. Maximize the stock price. And we have the question here. Is stock price maximization is the same as the profit maximization? That means is the profit. Is the stock price is implication of the profit? The stock price maximization is the same as the profit maximization? What is answer for this question? Mark this. No. The answer is no. No, stock price maximization is not the same as profit maximization. Why? Despite a generally high correlation among of stock price, EPS, and cash flow, do you know what the EPS? EPS is earn per stock. Earn per stock or earn per stock. That means is laba per lembar saham. Earn per stock. And then the cash flow, and then have the high correlation to the stock price. The current stock price relies upon current earning as well as future earning too, and the cash flow. So the current stock price relies upon current earning as well as the future earning and the cash flow. So the stock price is the planning decision of your company. Future, that means is, you know what this, the future is, we know what this in maximize stock value by forecasting and planning. That means the future, yes, this is the earning, the future planning, okay? And then some action may cause an increase in earning, yet cause the stock price to decrease. It can be increase or decrease of the stock price by action of the company. Vice versa, I think. Stock price to decrease or increase implied by stock some action of the company, or the company action have the implication to the stock price to decrease or increase. This is statement in this the decision. That means the action. Decision of the company, that means this action. Action of the company. The company action or the manager action is implication to the stock price and to stock price to decrease or increase. And then there are many factors that affect to the stock price. It can be the projected cash flow to the shareholder. What does it mean about the projected cash flow to the shareholder? This is the dividend. And then how we use our profit to reinvestment. Or we can how we use the profit of the company to reinvestment. That is the projected cash flow. And then the timing of the cash flow stream, about the stream, when pay is negative and when income is positive. And we're talking about the stream, positive or negative. And then the richness of the cash flow. the risiko, the risk of the cash flow. So the factor that have the high impact to the stock price is not profit, but what? What is the factor? Is cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. So very interesting. Very interesting. The cash flow is very interesting. Have the high implication to the stock price of the company. Okay, the cash flow, not profit, not profit, but the cash flow. Or we can evaluate, the infestation, or we can estimate an asset value. One estimate the cash flow for each period. We have the CFT is time, the period. The life of the asset is N, and then appropriate discount rate is K, the discount rate. It can be the depreciation, discount rate, depreciation, or interest. In infestation, we know about the interest. We can value, or we can, this is the basic valuation model to valuation of our asset. And that is the cash flow in first year, and the second year, and the end years. And we have the formula here. The cash flow of the time period divided by 1 plus the interest or discount rate powered by the period of time, and the summation of this formula, 1 from the first year to the end year. Okay, that is the basic valuation model to evaluate our asset. And then in this asset is implied to the cash flow. Through the course, we discuss how to estimate the input and how financial management is used to improve them. Is output of the money to improve them, and thus maximize the firm value, the value of the company. Okay, that is the infestation model. The factor that affect the level of richness of the cash flow, there are many factors here, is the decision made by financial management, where increase or decrease the level and richness of cash flow. The level and richness of the cash flow will imply by the decision made by financial manager. How about the decision investment decision? And how about the decision in financing, the relative use of the debt financing, and the decision for the dividend, for the profit. And then the external environment. External environment will affect the level and richness of the cash flow of the company. So there are two factors here. The internal is decision of the financial manager, and then the external environment. The role of financial management. What is the financial management? The goal of the firm and the corporate governance. How the corporate governance and then organization of financial management function. What is the financial management? Concern to the acquisition, financing, and management of the asset with some overall goal in mind. Acquisition, financing, and the management of asset. That is the three concerns in financial management. And the financial manager have the key activities here, the relationship to the accounting, the performing analysis of financial analysis and planning, how we can perform the analysis of financial and planning and analysis, financial. We use the balance sheet. In bahasa, this is the neraca. Jadi balance sheet. There are two sides here. That is the asset and the liability. The asset, we can say in bahasa, that is the kekayaan. And then the liability, that is the responsibility, tanggung jawab. We can get the asset, fixed asset, for example, the building, the equipment, building, and accessory. And we can get the finance from long-term fund. It can be debit, it can be capital. So in these two sides of the balance sheet, we know that to get the asset, that means the current asset and the fixed asset, we have to manage or to decide the investment. Investment will get the asset. And how about the current liabilities? That is about the financing decision. Financing is about liability and funding. The financing decision. Making investment decision, and then the financing decision. The good decision is, we can see here, the good decision is the current asset have to finance by the current liability. I can say that kekayaan lancar haruslah dibangun dari hutang lancar. The current asset have to build by the current liability. In another way, the fixed asset built by the long funding. I can see this in bahasa that to get the aset tetap, untuk beli mobil, ya, bangunan, tanah, mobil, harusnya kita beli dari long term funding, dari pinjaman jangka panjang atau dari modal. That is the good decision. Good decision in investment and good decision in financing. When you use, like here, the fixed asset from the current liability, you use to buy the fixed asset, that is the bad decision. Bad decision, not good decision in financing. Good investment decision, but bad in financing. Okay, that's mean you have to control your balance sheet to analyze the financial manager and the planning, the decision of the activities of financial manager. You have to analyze the balance sheet to performing the activities of financial manager. We can see the activities of financial manager by analyze the balance sheet. Okay. The investment decision, most important of the three decisions. What is the optimal firm size? Optimal firm size. That means is the capacity. The capacity of the company. What specific assets should be acquired? Specific assets should be acquired. What asset to buy? And then what asset, if any, should be reduced or eliminated? What asset to sell? Okay, he's talking about buy of asset. He's talking about sell your asset. Buy asset. That is the decision of investment. Buy asset, sell asset. And you have to measure your capacity from a firm size, the optimal firm size, the capacity. And how about the financial decision? Determine how the asset of the balance sheet will be financed of balance sheet. The asset left hand side. What does it mean about left hand side? LHS, that is LHS, that is the LHS, left hand side. Left hand side. The asset. That means is the asset. The asset left hand side of the balance sheet, and then the finance right hand side of the balance sheet. What is the best type of the financing? It's talking about the best type of the financing, long term or current or the short term of finance. The best financing mix, maybe you have to mix the long term and the short term of the financing. And what is the best dividend policy? The best dividend policy is talking about dividend payout ratio. It's talking about the profit, the management of the profit. And how will the fund be physically acquired? That is the financing decision. It's talking about the best type. It's talking about the mix of finance. It's talking about the dividend policy. The three factor or three activity in the financing decision. Okay, the asset management decision. How do we manage existing asset efficiently? And the financial manager has varying degrees of operation responsibility over asset, the operating responsibility, and then greater emphasis on current asset management and fixed asset management. And what is the goal of the firm? The goal of the firm is maximization of the shareholder wealth, the wealth of the shareholder. That is the goal of the firm. We can maximize the shareholder wealth by maximize the price of the share or price of the stock for the current shareholder. So we have to value creation. We have to create the value of company, value creation of the company. We have to create the value of the company. Okay? That is the shortcoming of the alternative perspective, profit maximization. How we can maximize our profit, maximizing from earning after tax, and we have problem here. Could increase current profit while harming firm. How to increase the profit? How to increase the profit, the maximize of the profit. Okay, that is the alternative perspective. And then ignore change in the risk level of the firm. And in another side, the shortcoming of alternative perspective is earning per share maximization. Earning per share maximization. Earning per share. Maximizing earning after taxes, dividend by share outstanding. It's talking about the dividend. And we have problem here. Does not specify timing and the duration of expected return, and ignore change in the risk level of the firm. So we have to maximize the profit and maximize the share price or earning per share or dividend, but without change in the risk level of the firm. Call for a zero payout dividend ratio policy. There is no dividend. Takes account of the current and future profit and EPS, the timing, duration, and risk of the profit and EPS. This is talking about the dividend policy and all other relevant factors. Takes account of it. Okay, the current and future profit and EPS, the timing, duration, and risk of the profit and EPS. Please account it. Okay. Does share price serve as a barometer for business performance? The barometer of the business performance is share price. Jadi barometer dari bisnis saat ini itu bukan profit, tetapi adalah harga sahamnya. Share price, that is the business performance of barometer today or in this era. So the best manager can improve the share price, not only get the maximum profit, but they have to improve the share price. It is the good manager finance. Okay, thank you very much for attention. This is the fundamental in the financial management, and we know this how we decide our investment decision and the financial decision to improve the sale price as the responsibility, the key responsibility of the financial manager. Okay, thank you very much for attention. We continue in the next topic to the next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.